Hey there. Ever wondered what it would be like if Jesus were in the car with you on the way to school? What would he say to help you start your day? I'm Pastor Justin, and today is for anyone who's ever felt alone while trying to do the right thing. Get ready, because I believe God has something to say about that to you today. Here's your one thing for the ride I want you to remember. Even when you feel alone, you're not. God is with you, and he's working all around you. That's a bold claim, because we've all felt alone, haven't we? Especially when we're challenged with making the right decision. Our verse today is from 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 10. I am the only one left, and now they are trying to kill me. Now, before we go any further, there are two guys in the Bible who have really similar names, but they're very different. Elijah and Elisha. Both of them are amazing major prophets in the Bible. Now, major doesn't mean that they're more important. It just means that there's more written about them than others. Elijah came first. He was bold and dramatic. He called down fire from the sky and faced off against hundreds of prophets who didn't believe in God. Then came Elisha. Elisha did tons of miracles, but his were more gentle and kind, like helping a widow, healing people, and even raising a boy from the dead. Elijah showed God's power, and Elisha showed God's love. Together, they remind us that God can use us in big, bold ways or in quiet, caring ways, as long as we follow him. But today, we're talking about the one who came first, Elijah. In 1 Kings chapter 19, Elijah was scared, tired, and totally convinced he was alone. Here's what happened. Elijah loved God and told people to worship him only. But a lot of people were turning away from God, and Elijah felt like the last one left trying to do what was right, encouraging people to follow God and listen to his commands. After a huge showdown with false prophets, like fire from heaven, massive destruction huge, Elijah ran into the wilderness feeling overwhelmed and sad. He told God, I'm the only one left. But guess what? God told him, nope, you're not alone. There are more than 7,000 others still following me. Elijah was not alone, even though he felt alone. Have you ever felt like you were the only one? Maybe the only one in class being kind to a certain classmate, the only one praying before eating their lunch, or the only one listening to a substitute teacher when everyone else is goofing off? That's what Elijah felt like. He felt like the only one trying to do the right thing. But God reminded him, and he reminds you, that even when it feels like you're standing alone, God is always with you. When I was a kid, I used to pray before lunch at school. My family didn't have a lot of money, so I was always thankful to God for what we did have. I would quietly pray, bowing my head and closing my eyes, thinking I was the only one praying. Then one day, someone tapped me on the shoulder. It was someone from my class that I really didn't know that well. They told me that they saw me praying and that they liked to pray too before lunch, and asked if we could pray together. I was not alone, even when I thought I was. Even if it feels like you're the only one doing what's right, God is with you, and he's watching, and he's pleased and joyful at what he sees. Remember, wherever you are or however you're listening, God loves you. Hey parents, if you love this podcast, share it with the kids pastor at your church. We love being a resource to churches around the country. Before you go, ask each other this. Can you think of a time when you felt alone, but later realized you weren't? Catch you next time on Carpooling with Jesus.